Brats, if you've been following the channel, you know that we got a new gamer desk and it's really awesome and I'm really liking it, but it is really dark under and around it. This studio with everything, the green screen on the walls and stuff, it just turns into a dungeon in here. So we're hoping to fix that today. We got sent a set of RGB LED strip lights from DV Box. So look at the box, these don't look that fancy, but what this is a 100-foot LED kit, which is a lot longer than most of them you get. We're not gonna need 100 feet. You got app control, which is becoming more and more standard on a lot of them. It's also got mic control in it. It's got, of course, all the different colors, like 16 million colors you can make. They all tout that with LEDs. More than anything, with app control, what's really nice is you can set up timers. I can have these come on during the day when I'm down here, and I can automatically turn off at night. So I'm pretty excited to try that out. Let's open it up and see what all you get in the box. Always have a short, sharp unboxing knife so you don't hurt anybody when you unbox something. Oh my gosh. Well, if for nothing else, $69.99 these are normally priced at, which I don't think is actually the real price because it looks like they were always on sale. I got them for $36, but if nothing else, you're paying for the biggest LED controlling remote I've ever seen. This thing looks like big print one that you would get your grandma so that she can see the buttons. 2 rolls of double stick tape. We got the control unit, which looks pretty standard to most of these. The difference, again, you got the large size buttons. You're never gonna have a problem seeing this. The way that it's getting to 100 feet, it looks like most of them are like 66 feet. It just has 3 of them instead of 2. And then this piece right here, this is what your remote needs to point towards when you use it. Personally, I don't use these. I set up the app on my phone and that's it. I don't really ever use this remote. It's got a nice long cable to set it up with. Jeez, come undone. Yeah, I don't want to like just reef this thing apart, but the cable's so long it comes in almost tangled. Okay, that is, I think it's a 12-foot cable right there. That is long. You're not gonna have a problem reaching whatever you're reaching with that. And it does unplug, so you have that option in case you need to unplug it. And you've got what I'm guessing are your 3 rolls of LED lights. Look pretty much like any other LED strip you're gonna get. They've got the LEDs on them, the transistors, and then of course you got the cutting points where they go. One nice thing about these, unlike others, these don't just end. It's actually got a connection point at the end, so you can connect one to another easily and keep running them. Where most of them, it's only gonna have the connector and it's not gonna have another piece. This is more like Christmas lights. You can just keep attaching them. So that's pretty cool. It doesn't tell me how many you can attach, so I'm just gonna assume I can attach 1 billion feet and it'll keep working. Don't do that. Interesting. So it comes with a lot more little gizmos than most of them do. It comes with this 4-pin to 4-pin male-to-male connector in case for some reason you need to change one of those. I have no idea why they would include that, but that's interesting they do. This is kind of a killer here. They only give you 3 corners. So if you're going around a square object or room, you only got 3 corners. That kind of sucks. But unlike most other LED kits I've had so far, they also give you some straight connectors in case you need to attach these maybe without these, get it to look a little more seamless. I like that because when I did the strips in my garage, I didn't have these and I had to like take one of these off another set and bend it in half, and a couple more 4-pin to 4-pin connectors, and then some more double stick pads and some more wire clips. So it comes with a lot of these little clips. Those are in case you want to use those instead of sticking this on. But all the LED strip has a backing tape that you can just take off and then tape it straight to the surface, which is what we're gonna be doing. So let's take all this over to the desk, hook it all up, and see what it looks like all lit up. LED strip kit is all finally installed under the desk. We had tons of them, so I just made lines all back and forth, make sure we maximize our light here. Pros, they're super bright, super easy to set up. You've got 2 separate ways to control it. You've obviously got the remote control they send you that's real basic. You got all your different colors, a couple different fade jump options. There is some DIY buttons. Those are only to set your own actual custom color. Those are not gonna be able to be patterns that you can change. And then just like most LED strip kits, the remote is probably one of the biggest downfalls. I mean, it's cheap, it's a junky little remote. It works, it's not great. It's there just if you need it as a backup. These use the Happy Light app, and from here you can change the color of it. You can program in different things. You can set it to listen to music through your microphone so that it changes to the music. You can set up routines. You can have this come on at a certain time at night, turn off at a certain time every day. The app is definitely the way to go if you're gonna get these, unless you're just gonna set them to one color or one pattern and leave them. The LED strip kit itself is gonna be a one-time use on these. They're very thin and they're kind of flimsy, which is actually kind of nice when it comes to the corners, because you can like round a corner by bending it without having to use an actual strip that you cut and turn it with. But if you try and get these things off, it's not happening. You're gonna rip them apart. They're gonna break. You're never gonna be able to reuse these again. One thing that was really weird about them is a lot of LED strips struggle when they're going through the rainbow for some reason with the red to yellow transition. Like the ones that I have on my TV upstairs, the red is just like a flash, or like the green to blue, the blue to purple. It's a nice slow transition. With this one, when it goes from red to orange, it like flickers and it's noticeable. It's actually, for me, noticeable enough that I can't leave it on fade. I have to have it set on a certain color, because if I'm up editing, my eyes keep getting pulled down every time it reaches red again, and that flickering happens. It draws my attention. So that is a flaw, although every cheaper LED strip kit that I've used like this seems to struggle with the red a little bit. Whether they solve it by just making it flash fast, or like this one, it kind of flickers. I'm not sure why that's such a hard thing for the strip kit, but it does seem to be an issue with these cheaper kits. If you want to get away from that and get something, you might want to look into the new RGB IC kits that I keep seeing everywhere, where you can have the first part of it red, the second part of it blue, and the red and blue can move with each other. I want to get a hold of one of those kits because those look really cool. But for the price for this kit, you're getting a ton of feet. You're getting 100 feet of LED. You're getting the functionality of the app, a remote that does all the basics, even if it's a junky little piece of crap remote. So it's still a good kit, and it's really a good price for how much of it you're getting, but you're just not gonna get a lot of those special features that some of the newer and stronger kits are getting. What do you think? Have you experimented with different LED strips? Have you had ones that do red to yellow transition just fine? Because I haven't found one yet, and I would really like to at some point for the next thing that I do an LED kit with. Let me know in the comments section what you think. I wanna say thank you so much for hanging out with me and Libby today, who's just here being a little nuisance while I'm trying to finish all this. But thank you so much, and I will see you in another reality.
I want to say the biggest thank you to those of you who have become channel members and any of you who have ever been patrons of ours. Gallium VR, Chris Deputy, Legacy VR, Bagel, and a Fissy King Sloth are current channel members. Our patrons, K27, Rocket Sauce 28, K Panda K, Fred Nepatebo, Ege Karatosh, Maddie's, Gallium VR, Orange VR, and Mr. Dodojo. Thank you so much, everyone, for supporting the channel.